welcome along and welcome back to Silverrun Forest. Today we are heading down to the shop because, as seemed to be the thing over the last few videos, we've had a little bit of a spanner in the works. Something has come up that has surprised me and is actually going to be massively useful for our future plans for expansion around here. So once again, we are at 57,977. We are oh so close to buying another area of forestry on here, and we're not going to do it. We're going to go and buy something else that's come up in the used equipment sales that is going to be really useful to us in the future. So we are gonna pull into here, into the shop, and pop in here so that I can show you what that is. And it's actually two things. In the used sales has come up the M6 series Kubota, which is cracking. I mean, this JCB is lovely as well, but it's 127,000. This Kubota M6 is brilliant. It is 104 horsepower, which is all we need. I'm going to put the Michelin tires on it because, as you guys know, I tend to prefer the Michelin tires. It comes with a 3-point on the front, although I'm going to take that off for now and reduce my price. So we are not going to put a front weight on it at all. We're just going to leave it bare for now. So when we get some more money in, we can put a front 3-point on it. We don't need a front 3-point though, really, for what we're planning. We don't need a front loader attached, and we don't need GPS. What we do need is to go and pick a name from the Patrons for who is going to go on this tractor. So picking a name at random from the producer level patrons. Gareth, congratulations, you have been selected. I've added an exclamation mark at the end just to even things up a bit. And we're gonna see if we can get, we don't have a Kubota orange on here, so we'll set this to the jet black. Okay, and looking very nice on there. 47,059, and we will buy the Kubota there for that. The other thing that's come up is this. This is awesome. So this is a grass roller and planter. This is exactly what we need if we're going to create some grass areas around our logging camp. So, yeah, and it's 4,118. So we're going to buy that as well. How perfect is that that's come up? And then we've got now a teleskid turns up. Oh, man, this would have been brilliant around our yard. But we're not going to buy that because we have bought these, and these are going to be great. We have got the skid steer, of course, already round the farm. So, or around our logging camp. So that's great. However, we are 20 episodes in, and this is our first tractor that we've bought on this series. That's quite something. I don't think I've ever gone this long in a farm sim game without having a tractor, which is incredible. So what we're going to do is we're going to get this, and we're going to get our truck following behind and get this back up to our logging camp. If we're lucky, we will get to a point and an amount of money in to get that teleskid as well, if we can. Right, follow the M6. We have a driver in there. Let's get this back up to our logging camp. We're not going to be using it immediately, but it is going to be a useful piece of kit to have around. I think this tractor was a bit of a bargain. It's only got 8.6 hours on it, so it's not got a huge amount on it, which is just absolutely brilliant. Will work really well for us. I think we're looking at probably this area over here to do grass, we can do a nice area there, prepare it with our skid steer. But yeah, this is gonna be an absolutely superb little tractor to have on our at our logging camp. So let's just take the hired worker off this and go and park this up near our tent. And yeah, so all we're planning to do, and we don't need a huge area, is just put a bit of grass down so that we can feed our sheep when we get them. But we're not actually going to be using this anymore today. I think we might try and get maybe a chain or a shield on the back of this so that the tractor isn't not used at other times. We are going to have to get a mower, of course, and probably don't really want to get a baler. I think we will get a little. If we can get a little forage wagon that we can just fill up, that will be perfect. So that will do us fine. So we'll leave this here for now. And what I want to turn my attention to is where we are with our productions. So the ones we got going at the moment, there's still 6,729 litres of wood in there. We've got our pepper grinders and our bowls working their way through that. So that's perfect. And our metal, our iron ore is doing okay at the moment. We're going to need to fill that again in a couple of days. So those are all good. We are not going to start planting trees now until we get the until we've got the grass sorted. So yeah, let's go and have a look over here and see what we've got. So the area I want to clear and I want to get set up really is this area up here. I think that means that I want to get this tree marked and taken down. So we'll take down that one. We want to take down this tree. And we want to take down this tree as well. The rest of these, is that that is a tree that can be marked. Yeah, all of these want to come down. And they all want to as well be... I think we're probably going to end up taking these smaller ones mostly to the wood chipper. Yeah, this one can come out as well. There we go. Yeah, any more over here? So everything out of here. I think I want to take the grass actually all the way back. So we've got, oh wow, we've got several trees here. So that's what we're going to do today, I think. We know we need to create some more items. So we're going to take the grass all the way back to here. And we'll leave the border at where it actually turns to grass here. Got a couple of, yeah, that's a dead tree. That's not going to do much for us. Yeah, that'll be good. And then we don't need to worry about stuff over this way too much. We'll take the edge up to here, and this will be a very nice area for us to do. So let's start getting these cut, I think. I know I've immediately marked and then started cutting, but that is the best way for us to go, I think. So I've been told I need to get, even with a really big angle, get as close to the bottom as I can, and that way we will be able to get the maximum we can out of these. And the other idea I've been told is to when we do this area, we want to plant the grass, get this in as a grass field. I don't know how well this tree is going to go. Yeah, this is going to be a pain, isn't it? Like, so. I mean, its branches aren't worth anything, but it still needs to be manually cut in order to actually get the branches off and sorted. Wow, that's actually a solid branch. Yeah, some of these are going to be a real pain to clear, but we do need to clear them. In fact, that one, what I'll probably do with that one is get in here with our mulcher and just clear that out. Because, yeah, unlike most of the rest of these, that is just going to be a pain. Actually, a surprising number of trees we're cutting out of here to make way for this and to clear the area. And some of them are really some of our taller trees that are left. That's not going. Wow, I did so well on that cut that I managed to not topple it. This is where you have to cut a few times, make it slip on what's there. Yeah, that's going. That's going. Not quite the direction I'd planned, but it is going. Right, this one needs to go as well, and then the deadwood one too. The deadwood will only give us about, I think it only gives us wood chips, from what I hear. About 20 litres of wood chips. So it's not great, but we need to clear it out. So there we are. Right, and that then is, yeah, a decent sized area. We'll take this. Yeah, these smaller ones, for the most part, we're going to take out with the mulcher because they don't cut very well. And, yeah, you can see like that. So we'll take that out with the mulcher. We've still got a stump over here. But that should give us a nice big area to then sort with grass. And give us some space to cut grass for sheep when we eventually get there. Oh, somebody was mentioning that there's no spinnery on this map, so nowhere to actually work wool. Let's have a look. Pet accessories factory, Silverrun market, and vintage clothes. Yeah, none of those I think actually are a spinnery. So yeah, we can't actually process wool. Although I don't know what the ship requires, so we might go and have a look down the boat. The boat may just require wool and not actually fabric, but we'll have a look. I've got my excavator here. This is of course the least one because we've not been able to get this head onto our new one yet. Take that to the end of the tree and drag this out of here. Yeah, it's a good sized area that we are working with here. That we should get a nice little bit of grass out of. I think that tree behind the excavator now, we will probably cut that with the mulcher as well. Just clear that out and means we've got a nice area up to here that we'll be able to work with. We're doing 6 meter lengths because those go onto our logging trailer the best. So cut that and pile this up here. And yeah, we won't worry about the little offcuts. Those can go onto these piles as well. And we'll just clear this out. And that should work out fairly well for it. You can tell deadwood has no weight and no wood in it really, because it is very difficult to get it to turn with the head here. It's just not wanting to go anywhere that I'm trying to twist it, and as a result, it's going to be difficult to get onto the pile. But I'm getting better at this, and I know how to get it into the final location where I need to, like that. So yeah, it's not too bad, but it's yeah, deadwood is, as it suggests, dead. Not great to add to our pile and to sell. And I probably would just mulch it these days, except for the fact that yeah, every little bit is nice to go into on here. I don't think the smaller trees are going to give us much, to be honest. And we could cut these now. I was considering cutting these ones here think I'm going to leave them. And we'll just go for the stuff in the middle here. And yeah, we've got 3 more trees to clear. And then we'll come in here with our mulcher and get the ground ready for doing some seeding. Because, yeah, it is that time of year. In hindsight, I probably should have cut all these to fall the other way. It would have made it much easier to transport them back. Because at the moment, I'm having to reverse and hope that they turn around for me to cut. Which is not ideal. I would prefer that that I just dragged them backwards and it worked. But that's not always the way it goes. So let's bring this over here, twist that there, and then bring this round. And yeah, with the small trees, it can be a little bit fiddly. With the bigger ones, it's not quite so bad. And I've managed to collect up most of the trees so far. We've got 2 more left out here, and then the rest we'll just take down with the mulcher. It'll be fairly quick as a result of that. Then they're not processing. The other ones don't process very well, or into much. So that's down. No, I've got that the wrong side of that again. No, and that way a little bit. There we go. Grab it, pull it back, and yeah, there's a little bit of wood here, but it's not a massive amount. Nowhere near going to fill the trailer at all. We normally get that with, you know, sort of 5-6 trees will fill the trailer. That is not going to happen here today. These are just not big enough trees to do that with, and that's my my little bit of worry at the moment. We do have money coming in from our iron furnace, of course, and from our pepper grinders and bowls, but the pepper grinders and bowls, that will run out. We don't have a lot for there, and for our iron ore, we can go and refill that. So we do at least have a steady income from to keep the iron furnace going. But it's not ideal for everything to be coming off that. So I want to kind of avoid that if I can. Let's turn this. There we go. Cut. And you can see now with a really light tree, it's just not turning as I would like it to. Although actually this one doing better than most. We've previously had a bit more issue with the turning, but it gets to this stage here actually, and it becomes a little too light. So yeah, we have to watch it. There we go. So nice little pile of trees there. I think that will probably do it. Let's get the truck over here, get these loaded up and out the way, and then we can start marking out our area where we want to plant some grass. Truck in position, and we've got our wheel loader all set up. I'd actually left this up at the sawmill. I went looking for it and went, oh, where's my wheel loader? And then realised, oh yeah, we were doing a whole load of stuff with it up at the sawmill last time, and left it up there. So yeah, got that back here. We're not going to get much from the deadwood, as I said, but we should get plenty from everything else on here. We can load this up and just take what little wood we've got here down to the sawmill, process through, and particularly I'm looking to process this into I think we said we need wooden beams, and we need wooden bars, and I think it was some planks maybe. Certainly there were 2 things that we needed out of our sawmill, so we'll get those. We're going to have to drop this slot in. I'm in the wrong place. Yeah, there we go. Uh, yeah, I don't think this is going to go much more than just this front section of this, so that'll be fine. Yeah, we definitely need wooden beams. I think the other thing we needed was long planks. I need to double check that. But we are short on a few bits for our roller coaster to complete stage 2. So it's not going to take much to do it. And then I think we're going to need the furniture factory after that. So that's what we'll be looking to save money for. That little section just fell out of my grab there. That's all right. We'll get this in and out. Back it off, and in that goes. Before we drive over this, let's grab it and, yeah, throw this in. Like that. And then just a little rest of this to load up, and we'll go and deliver it. Last couple of logs. Grab these here. I think I see another one by the roadside. That isn't related to this set of them, but it is one of the bits that I meant to clean up previously. So anything from here that goes in that's too small will just get turned into wood chips, which is fine. But we're not making a specific wood chip run at the moment. Where is it? There it is. Yeah, that's one of our offcuts that we missed last time. Right, is that everything around here? Anything hiding? Any trees that we've missed? I don't think so. I think we're pretty good at this point. So I'm just going to lock these down on here. We'll leave this truck here for now, because we don't actually need to go anywhere with this for the moment. I'll look there. And it's not a huge amount we have on here, so I'm not too worried. Immediately, what we need to do now, though, is get our little Kubota skid steer and start clearing the area. Right, so where do I want to do this around here? I think actually, if I pop out, we'll start from this point here. We'll turn this on, drop it down. There we go. And then the idea is we'll mark out the outline of where we're looking to do this, and then we can fill in from there. It's going to be quite a large area that we do this on, that we work through, I think. Almost up to the road will be, yeah, it's going to be a good sized area that we turn into grass here. I don't know if we actually have any rocks in that we'll need to get rid of, but certainly there were previously, and we broke those down, so that should be fun. This is actually going to turn out to be a sizable chunk of land that we turn to grass. Yeah, and then we're going to come around here. Yeah, there's a big rock there, so I'm going to avoid that. Oh, we have missed a tree. So that tree at the moment is lucky enough to get missed. Let's come around here. And right, so I do want to take out this bush over here, or this tree here. Go down here, and yeah, as I said, I want to go straight up to the grass. In here, look at that. That is just brilliant. And that might have looked like a cut there. It wasn't. That did actually just take that straight out like that, which is immense. Angle that down a little bit. And just mulch across the back here. And then out and round. Take out this bush here, like so. And then, yeah, we're going to leave this line of trees here, because this is quite a large area, even without including those. So I'm really happy with that. That's really good. yeah, I am going to take this tree out eventually. Because we want to go across the back here and do that. So, I'm going to go around. We're going to get rid of the rest of the trees here. And hopefully this will then open us up quite nicely for this. This is probably not the best way of doing this. And we could go and get a mulch on the Kubota tractor to do it. But I'm quite liking doing it with this little Kubota. It's working fairly well for us. It's going to be quite an area of grass when we've got this done. Trees like this are really intriguing to take out with this mulcher because you just want to get in there with it and just break it down and just mulch it into little pieces, and eventually it all just goes, which is really interesting. And yeah, you just send it into it, and it just eats it up like that, and it's gone, which is brilliant. So yeah, always just little bits like that to clean up, and then it makes it easier to take these trees out rather than the way we were. So in here, mulch, and then you just mulch up the actual tree itself. Slowly it just eats away until there's nothing left, which is very, very cool. It's just dropping bits of trunk on. And with the trees all cleared from the area, we've got a few stumps kicking about. But in general, I think we're clear to clear the rest of this out. And yeah, then that should be getting near ready to get some grass into. This little skid steer is doing a wonderful job of mulching the land here and getting it ready to seed with some grass. I did initially have a little bit of reservation about using this for this job, but then I realized that you get construction equipment doing the same sort of thing all the time. So yeah, it made sense to me to keep going around and clearing the land with this, especially as we're not just cultivating, we are actually clearing as well. So it made sense. What I'm keeping an eye on is how many hours we've got on it, of course, because cost goes up with each hour, but we're at 5.3, so we've got plenty of time before this is going to charge us for another hour with this. So that's absolutely fine. And this is actually a sizable field that we're creating, a sizable grass field we're creating here. And I might go with the suggestion that others have had, that we'll plant grass here and then we can then plant trees in it as well and use this as a grass field while the trees are growing. And then once the trees are grown, we'll be in a position to cut them down and make some money off them. In the meantime, we should be able to go round with a mower quite nicely. Otherwise, I think we might just have a nice grass field area. This also comes back to the whole thing of, yes, absolutely, you can farm on this map because we're making fields that you could then farm. It works perfectly. This is doing such an awesome job of this. Just mulching through everything, clearing everything away. I'm turning in the corners, but it's so maneuverable. It makes this job much easier to do, and just makes it a pleasure to clear this area like this. It is coming to 5:25, so I think we're going to finish this off today. We might take this up to, or might take the wood, the logs that we collected off here, up to the sawmill and just clear off those from the trailer. Get the bits we need for the roller coaster processing, because I want to get the roller coaster done and finished, or at least moved on to stage 3, ready for us to get some new stuff and to move on. But all in all, this is going really well. Last couple of bits just to finish this off, and look at that, is perfect. Wow, that is actually quite a large area. I said it earlier, but it really is. We do have a bit of a hole up here, so let's just back this off and come into here. Oh look, we've got the tiger car sitting in there, but that's all right. We are going to come here. I'm just going to smooth out this section here. Landscape. And smooth it. So that it's a bit of a dip. I want to lift it a bit, I think. If we can't do that. And then smooth this. Oh no. And smooth all of this. That has reset the ground doing that. Right, let's have a look. It's still a dip. Interestingly, that hasn't solved the problem. Let's see if it's easier to work. No, it's not. Oh, wow, that's worse, I think, to work. That does not want to be, or not want to have anything done to it, does it? It really doesn't. It's bumpy as heck. Well, we might be able to do something about it. Let's see. Come into here. That's got that bit. Can we get the rest of this now? That's the question. You get this sometimes with some bits of land. And I found there's a Terraform Anywhere mod that allows you to normally sort of get around it. But yeah, you might end up with holes and things like this, which then just cannot be worked. So yeah, that will probably remain a little bit bumpy. But doesn't look like there's much else I could do to that. Otherwise, that is pretty good. So we'll park this up, and then we'll go and drop these logs off and work out what it is we need to get turned on at our sawmill to finish things off. I realise I've left this truck. You guys keep telling me off for leaving this truck running. Yeah, I shouldn't leave this truck running. It wastes fuel and puts hours on it, and really not what we're aiming to do. The two things we're short on are wood planks, or long planks, and wood beams. So we're going to drop this off here, and before we do that though, I want to make sure that those are the only two things we have processing here. Let's pop into here. Planks long and wood beams. So activate that. Activate that. Planks long, storing and storing. Good. Both of them are saying material missing, but that's fine because we are about to, well, give it a little bit of material. Hopefully it'll be enough. We only need about, I think, we only need about 1,000 of the planks long. I think we need about 3,000 of the wood beams. So, yeah, well, not any deeper. And undo those, and we'll get these unloaded. So, yeah, hopefully this is going to give us a little bit of stuff we can work with. I can leave this here for today, though. So all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. Special thanks to all my patrons and channel members. Your support is invaluable in making these videos and helping the channel to grow. For more from Virtual Farmer, check out the links below. Follow on Twitch to watch live, and for more videos, subscribe and ring that bell. I will see you next time. Goodbye.